What's up you guys, it is your girl Sharon Strong and we're back again with the IFD series. I can see that you guys are really enjoying the series by the comments and the feedback that I'm getting, and I'm really enjoying making these recipes as well. So today we're back again with a really good recipe and really tasty recipe, and keeping it Indian as usual. So if you guys are as excited as me to see what the recipe is about, let's go. So for today's recipe, we're going to be making some awesome keema. Okay, this is hands down one of my favorite dishes to eat during like an Indian night, if I want to do Indian food for dinner or for lunch. And I love this recipe. It's amazing variation to the other the normal chicken. Okay, so what I have here is some lamb mince, and that's what we're going to use to make this dish today. Okay, so now coming to the ingredients, they're simple staple ingredients that you find in any Indian household, and ask your mom, you'll find it right in the kitchen. Okay, so these are some regular ingredients and they're very simple, and you find them to make this recipe. Okay, so what we have first is some ginger garlic paste. Okay, we're going to be using half a teaspoon of that. Then we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of saffron powder, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, and then to add some spice and some kick to the recipe, I always add some potatoes because I love that in my mince. So this is totally optional, it's up to you. What I'm using here is 1 medium potato. It's about 30 grams. You can weigh it and then measure the calories, you know, as per like an uncooked potato. So I have 1 medium potato here, cut in finely chopped slices. Okay, so you want to cut them thin so that they cook faster. Okay, and then for the main ingredient, I have this organic vegetable soup cube, which I'm going to be using. Now this is organic, so it's a bit lesser in sodium than the regular soup cube, like the chicken soup cube that you would find out there, but you guys can go for that, but just know that it's going to be a little high in sodium. But if you guys want, you can opt for salt, or like regular salt, or regular like taste, for regular taste. So these are the ingredients, and simple. And then I have some mince here. This is about 500 grams of mince, which I'm going to be cooking, and that's all the ingredients you need for this dish. So I'm ready to get started. Alright, so now I have the pan heating on low gas. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put oil, because the lamb mince that I have already has a little fat in it. You guys can opt for low fat and choose to put oil if you wish, but it does have a little bit of fat. I couldn't get like extremely low fat lamb mince, so since it has a little bit of fat, I'm not going to use oil, and I'm just going to directly roast the masalas first. So first thing, the gas is heating, the pan is heating, and once the pan is heated, I'm going to put the spices that I mentioned. Okay, so that's 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala powder, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder, one teaspoon of saffron powder, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Okay, or like, yeah, coriander powder. So once the spices have roasted, I'm going to go ahead and put my mince in the pan. Alright, so there you go. Right. And then immediately we're just gonna make sure the spices and the mince mix up and get flavored. Alright, try and separate the mince so that each part is flavored equally. Now I did not mention earlier, I forgot it actually at the ingredients list, but do cut up a tomato. It does give a nice moisture to the mince dish, to the keema dish. So I've cut up 1 medium tomato over here, finely chopped, and I'm going to put that as in the mince as well. and that also helps the mince to not stick to the pan and gives an amazing taste to it, right? So you want to make sure like each part of the mince is flavored equally. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in half a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. And now we're going to just mix it all up. In a couple of minutes, you can start to add water to your mince dish, but just make sure that you're not adding too much water, because sometimes you know, when the mince is like cold and frosted, water already comes out of the mince, out of the meat. So make sure you're not putting too much water. So we're gonna go ahead and put the potatoes in now, so that we give them a longer time to cook, because potatoes do take a longer time to cook. However, I have cut them finely to ensure that they cook really well, because I like them soft in the dish. And then I'm gonna start to put a little bit of water. Take about half cup of water and then start to pour just little in. Start with like half a cup of water, and then if you need to add more as you go, as it's cooking, you can do so. And now you can put the gas a little bit fast, so that you know the mince starts to cook well. And we're putting a little more water. So you can start to see that the mince is already starting to cook. The potatoes are going to take a little longer time to cook. So what I'm going to do is give it 15 minutes to cook after this moment. But before that, of course, we're going to put our main ingredient, the soup cube. So I'm just going to you know, break it and put it at this stage. I like to put the soup cube in when the dish is a bit hot, because if so that it melts well, and you know, like I can blend it all over the dish. Because if you tend to do it when you know the dish is cold, sometimes it just sticks in one area of the dish. So that's what I hate. And but with this moisture and with the heat, it's gonna melt and go all over the dish. So now I'm gonna let this cook for 15 minutes until the potatoes are soft. Alright, so you can see that after like 10 to 15 minutes of cooking, it looks all done, okay, and the potatoes are soft. You can see they're like chopping easily, and this dish is so ready to plate. And there it is, guys. The meal is ready, and I'm having this with some awesome homemade chapati, and it goes well with chapati, rice, pulao, roti, whatever you want it. It tastes amazing, and I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. This is one of my tastiest dishes, and definitely if you try it out, you will enjoy it, hands down. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this IFD series and this episode, and I will see you again. Stay strong.